Okay, guys, this is the follow-up video to the Warriors community is turning into the Genshin community. Now, this is after he made that video, that beautiful video, talking about the problem with whatever it is at the moment. How dry the patch is. Now, let's see again what, because he did say he got a lot of hate, and I was looking for the hate. I couldn't find the hate. Lightly, it got filtered by YouTube's community guideline system. So he should have the proper sauce. Let's see.
What's good, guys? How y'all doing today? I hope everybody's having a great day. I hope you guys are taking some breaks from the insane amount of grind and content that 2.7 is giving us. I hope you guys are staying hydrated and taking care of yourselves. Now, the reason I took some time from
it's a lot trying to get through the 2.7. And then again, because that's because I'm so far behind.
My busy schedule grinding 2.7 is because I wanted to talk to y'all. Now, I really wanted to get this off my chest because I feel that even though a lot of us have been saying it, I really want to make a very specific video to talk about this, and that is the biggest problem with Withering Waves right now. The biggest issue that this game has, and to be honest with you, it has to be the community. Now, for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, I dropped this video yesterday. 2.7 is the worst patch in history, right? Very, very captivating title, right? You might think I'm doom posting now. The reason I made this particular video is because, as y'all know, we have been a little disappointed with the lack of combat events over the last several patches, right? And Kuro really went out of their way to, you know, make things better. Now, what I'm talking about is they actually decided to go out and just fix things, right? They didn't just give us no combat events. They said, okay, how about no events, right? This is what 2.7 launched with.
Oh my
and I
god,
just want
bro.
to make sure you guys know we're on day 2. This is the day 2 login, 2.7 update, and these are the events that we currently have in the game, right? We have the login event that we have every single patch, and then we have the character trials that we always get when new characters drop. That is absolutely it. There is nothing else going on in the game right now in terms of events, right? Now, I dropped this video, and I've had a lot of people agree with me. They were even confused. They were like, yo, is my game bugging? I'm going into the events tab, and I'm honestly not seeing anything. What's going on? And I know they just changed
Oh my god, bro.
the layout of the events. So maybe there was something placed somewhere else. Not really. The only things that we have that are brand new in terms of something to do in this patch would be, 1, the story, right? And 2,
Nothing
the
else.
new tactical hologram, which we've been getting pretty much every patch. That's it. There is no events. There's no tic-tac-toe. There's no puzzles. There's no color matching. There is absolutely nothing. So that's why I made this video, right? I was like, listen, I'm going to make this video, and I'm going to go out of my way.
And you're okay to talk about it, absolutely, because why is he trying to challenge me? What the hell, bro? But all right, look, honestly to God, when I saw that the first thing that came to mind was when I started off Genshin Impact, and I look in the events tab and there's nothing there. That's what that remind me of. Or like right before the end of a patch for Genshin Impact, and you just have like 2 things on there.
Way and tell people how I feel regarding this particular patch, right? I don't think that for a multi-million-dollar company, they should honestly be releasing patches that look like this for 1, now 2 days, right? I think it.
But look how clean it looks, though, bro. Damn, bro, it looks so clean. It looks so clean.
Highly unacceptable, and anybody that's defending it, I think that you're just sucking up to Kuro, or you're actively trying to push this narrative to progressively make the game be worse. Now, you might be wondering, what are you talking about, CJ? And I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So I posted this video, and a lot of people were happy with it, but other people weren't so happy with it, right? So let's go ahead and see what they had to say, okay? Here we go. What a stupid take. Seriously. In every single patch, the first events are always some days later. There was never different. But yeah, log in after the.
That's a fucking lie. As somebody that play with waves, that's a freaking lie. Like that is a lie. That is a lie. The first events are always some days later is a fucking lie.
server is up again and complain there is nothing. Call me a dick sucker, I don't care. But the take with I support this game more than 95% of you is 100% the vibe from the brat genocide with his 7 out of 10 shit and his at least I got invited to Curl Fest kind of bullshit. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Bro. I'm gonna pull up my own video for this because like this is very true. Sorry saying don't us. I'm gonna have to pull up my own video for this. I'm gonna show you something. Like, because I'm not gonna go and find like him. It was this 2.7 patch dry. Yeah, this.
If they display
Let's
the
go
events
back
in
here. I think it was around 15 minutes. Yeah, back a little bit back.
and nobody cares.
Let me show you something.
You can't do nothing. I ain't never seen wuwa like this since the game's launch, bro. And I'm telling you,
It's end of service, bro.
I love this game with a passion, bro. Look, I got the character. I got a dupe on her. I could get more dupes if I wanted to, right? Before y'all say I'm just hating, I want y'all to look at
Holy
this.
spending
I'm
a
not
dick.
out here trying to hate.
Alright, I understand why Wither is not gonna fail. Why are you single-handedly funding wuwa?
I put money, blood, sweat, and tears into the game. That was a little
Oh my, bro, there's no reason to do this. Man, it says 6 in everything.
extra. I didn't do all that.
Okay, I just wanted to show you guys that. But somebody like this has all right to complain about the game. All right to complain about the game because he is actually putting blood, sweat, and tears in the game. He has absolutely all right to complain about this.
The reason he's saying this particular comment is because of this. I have this pinned comment. You call me a doom poster, I call you a dick sucker. Some call me a realist, I call them base. Take the story out and there's nothing else. I love and support this game more than 95% of you, so don't start with the BS about me wanting to doom post the game. Our expectations were low, but this is even worse. We were complaining about combat events, now there is no events. You get no play or get pegged for fun. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Oh my god, bro.
The whole I love and support this game more than 95% of you comes from the simple fact that I actually stream this game for hours because I love playing the game. I love exploring. I love building my characters. I make videos, streams, shorts, all promoting wuwa.
Absolutely, I know that. I follow you.
Wrong. Sometimes I praise how good their game.
Look, I've been following this guy from. See, I'm subscribed to this guy. I've been following from from the time that he mentioned that Zone Zero's TV system needs to be changed, and that's like from launch. So I've known this content creator for a long while. Like he definitely likes Wither Ways because he literally that's all he posts. Like many people think that I am a Wither Ways hater, but like this guy, I follow this guy for like that particular situation. Fox Soul and Rexless, I follow them, and Ren, I follow them for Wither Ways content. I follow Maggie for Wither Ways content. Like I like Wither Ways as a game. I just want it to be its own game and stop being a Genshin Impact copy. Then and actually start bringing in players so they can be as some kind of competition for Genshin Impact so that I can get changes in Genshin Impact. See Foxhole right here. And this guy, I would have never bet in a million years that this guy would be playing Zenith's Zero and not Wither Ways. Never in a million years I would have believed that. I was shocked.
Game is, but I promote their game, right? On top of that, I spent a lot of money in the game, giving money.
Yes, I've seen. I've seen.
The game will continue to get better in many aspects. It has in others.
You didn't spend a little bit of money, bro. Sentonta says like one CC's character is $2,000. Like you spent like around $10,000 in the game.
It's kind of been lacking. That's just the reality of it, right? And even though I do that, even though
minimum.
I make all these videos, I make all these streams, I give them tons of money, people still want to say I don't care about the game. I'm just a doom poster. I want the game to die, right? They still call me those things. despite all of that. They say that they care about the games.
No, really and truly, and he has a lot more comments, so we'll get into that. But really and truly, like, how should I put this? Like, no, he's not wanting the game to die. Absolutely, honestly to God, if you're a whatever is player and do not know that the initial marketing for whatever is was combat focus, it was Genshin but better combat. Like, if you're coming here and you're gonna tell me that whatever is the story game, you are either just a brand new whatever is player, or you're not playing whatever is to begin with, or you just don't understand what whatever is was, and the reason why people pick up whatever is, including me, was for the combat. I still like the combat in whatever is. I still really enjoy it, especially with the boss fight, especially fighting Inferno Flower. I really like fighting Inferno Flower. He's amazing.
Right? That I'm not a real fan if I criticize him about anything. They've actively said that to me. So I put that comment there to let people know that I particularly do so much for this game because I love the game. Not just, oh, I'm a whale, I spend money, but I make videos, shorts. I drive a community about this. And people still have the audacity to call me out as someone that doesn't care about the game, is just doom posting and wants the game to die.
Because you cannot talk negative about whatever it is. It's just the nature of it. Anytime you talk negative about whatever it is, you're gonna get hated. Like, some people understand, absolutely, but there's just a small portion of the community that are just brain dead stupid.
Those same people that probably don't even spend $5 to try to, put a little bit of a coin.
Hey, some of them can't even run the game, bro. I have interacted with people that can't run the game and just actively defend the game, and they can't run the game. It's insane.
Into making the game better, I suppose. Those same people that log in for 4 minutes, get off, and then go play other games. The same people that don't ever do any posts, don't do videos, don't interact with the game, don't do anything whatsoever apart from simply consuming their product. And they want to say, I'm the one that doesn't care about the game, right? So moving on back to the video, right? We have this comment right here, right? The one that's saying that, oh, it's always been like this. The first events always come day later, right? We move on from that. To be fair, there's never really any events day one of a patch, like, period.
That's
Any
a
event,
lie, bro.
right?
That
Even the 2.6.
God damn it. Do these people not play with their ways? Do they really not play with their ways? This is the first it's happening. There has always been events day one on whatever it is, and it's on Zero Honkai Star Genshin Impact. If you're out here saying that there has never been day one events, you're just lying. There are events that come up later, absolutely, but there's always events on day one every single time. Like, saying this, like, they're so stupid, man.
Tower defense event were like a week in after the patch, right? There's never really any events day one of a patch, like, period, right? That's two people now saying that every single patch, the first events are someday later. There's never any event.
Please, GoZJ, have the proof for it. Please, I'm begging you, please.
When a new patch launches, but let's move on. Events start after this has always been the layout. This patch also has events. I just want to ask you, where are the events that this...
I can tell you where the events are. The login event. Remind you, there's still 2 more other login events that's coming. So it's 5 events, 3 of them login event and 2 combat events. This is not counted. There is a picture combat event and there's another combat event, I believe. So none of them are here right now, right? The only thing that's here is a login event and the character demos. Maybe character demo is a combat event because you are doing combat in order to trial the character. So I'll give them that.
Patch has. I don't see them. Now, we don't gotta be dumb. Yes, of course we're getting events. We're getting the photography event and we're getting the Vampire Survivors event. We know. We saw the dev stream. Where are they? You're
coming
telling me
soon.
that just because we're getting an event in 4, 5, 6 days, this is acceptable for y'all?
It's not.
Oh, but I have a job. I have 3 kids, 2 wives, a cat, a dog.
It's not. It's not. Why? Because like you should always give the customer options. Like it shouldn't be the fact that the game is telling you that, hey bitch, you're not supposed to be playing any events right now. You should be experiencing the story, right? And then we'll give you time to cool down, and then we'll give you the events to do. That's bullshit. There should be options available to play your own way. Like if I want to log in and I want to play the event and I don't want to play the story, I should be able to do that. Or if I log in and I just want to play the story and I can make the event keep on waiting, then absolutely I should do that. There shouldn't be this where the only option is to play the game how Wooden Ways want you to play the game. That's just not good. If this happened in Genshin Impact, I would complain. I would complain too.
A cow.
Say for example, you want some pulls right away, but you just can't do any event in order to get those pulls to pull Godbreeder. It's just
I cannot bother with doing content for more than 2 minutes a day. What does that have to do with the reality of it that there are no events right now? You call this an event? Okay, we have one event. Okay, cool. I'll give that to you. We have a login event. Congratulations. Awesome. There is nothing right now. It don't matter if in 5-10 days they drop another event. Right now, for the launch of the finale of the 2.0 arc, this whole saga that we've been through, this is what we're looking at. To me, that's unacceptable from a company earning millions upon millions of dollars every single month, right? Let's move on over to the next one. So you complain that there are no combat events for a story-driven game. If you're just going to complain, don't play the game. Not every game has to have combat events, and this video is so disrespectful.
Bro. These people just don't play Wooden Ways. Because as somebody that's a Hoyo shell, Wooden Waves is a combat-focused game. It has always been from launch. It has been a combat game. I don't know if these are just the new generation of Wooden Waves players that have never played the combat part of the game, but it's a combat game. They will always say it's a combat game. And I've made this claim before, like, I would be pissed if playing Genshin Impact, they decide that, okay, we're going to lower the quality of the music, lower the quality of the story, and then give me combat, better combat. I don't want that. I want them to continue doing what they have been doing good while also building on their weak areas to be even better. That's how you make a peak game. You don't say, okay, let's stop doing combat event and let's just boost up the how should I say it, the casual experience, because from ever since 2.0 the events have been casual focused. There's not much combat event, and as a day one Wooden Waves player, I know that in the beginning there was a lot of combat events from 1.0 going up to 1.7. So I don't understand where is this coming from that people are thinking that this is not a combat game. It is a combat game.
Bro, I'm not complaining about no combat events. I'm complaining about no events.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Difference there, buddy? No combat.
What about the login event? That is an event.
Events?
What about the trial? That is also an event. You get to try out the characters.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know. That was my last videos. Right now, we talking about no events. You got a login event. Wow. Much excitement, such adrenaline, right? That's all we got. We don't even have tic-tac-toe at this point. Shit, I'll take tic-tac-toe, color matching, puzzles, hamster on a wheel right now. There is nothing. I would have still been salty about it, but it's like we saw the 2.7 dev stream. We knew what was coming. We had low expectations. And some way, they delivered even less than our lower expectations. How does that even work? How do they even manage to do that? That takes some advanced level of critical thinking from Kuro to actually deliver less than our lowest possible expectations. Let's move on. To be honest, every patch was dry as shit.
No.
And to be fair, we had much worse in other patches in terms of the
No.
amount of content
No.
and quality. Okay.
No.
Listen.
That's lie. That's okay. Maybe. I haven't done any 2.0 story, so it says maybe except 1.0 to 2.0. So I agree with that. Like between 1.0 and 2.0 is what I'm talking about. There has been a lot of good events. So if he's talking from 2.0 to now, I have no idea about it, so I can't say like if he's true or not. But like there has been events. The events have been tedious. I didn't do the events because they have been very tedious, as I see, waste of my time, and I don't like wasting too much time on events. So
I want to do this challenge for everybody that's watching this video. If you can actively point me to a patch that launched, and launch day or the second day of the patch being live, we had a login event, just a login event, I'll give you
none. I've said this in the video already. None. There have been none. Zero. This reminds me of when I just started off Genshin Impact, and there was a thing in here because I just didn't unlock it yet. This is what this reminds me of. It's too clean. It's very clean, and they made it worse by compartmentalizing this. They made it worse by doing that because they made it so obvious. Like if they had keeping everything like this, and then after they change up the UI, because this just make it look so much worse. So much worse than it actually is. Like if they had the old events like tied in here, then that would make it a lot better. But like when it's like this, it just looks so dry.
$100. If you can point me to a patch that had just a login event, and he's saying much worse. How do you get much worse than just a login event in the amount of content? How do you even get lower than just a login event? But hey, listen.
You can't,
bro. Point me to a patch that has worst content in terms of the amount of content, right? That's what this person said, right? And to be fair, we had much worse in other patches in terms of the amount of content and content quality. Listen,
that's a lie.
Point me to a patch that has worst amount of content than this. I'll give you guys $100. Let's stop talking. You stop talking. I'll stop talking. Just put your money where your mouth is. That's simple. Show me a patch that has worst amount of content than this. We have a story. Every patch pretty much has a story, right? A new little map area. Pretty much almost every patch has that. And a new hologram. Almost every patch has that nowadays. And then a login event. One login event. Hey, yo, feel free to show me that and I'll give you $100, bro. Let's stop yapping. Let's put our money where our mouth is. And that's it. There's not much to say regarding that, right? Let's move on to the next comment, right? Events are coming later. For first few days are dry. Yes, we know that the events are coming. You know, Vampire Survivors, the photography event. The point is, where are they now, right? At least one, at least something, bro. Like, they could rerun the hamster on a wheel event. They could rerun a puzzle event. They could rerun anything at all. But it's not here. On one of the biggest patches, or at least one of the most important patches in terms of the story. So you story lovers, you have all this story that you're looking at, right? But there is no hype for anybody else to actually care enough about it. Not saying that nobody cares about the story. I'm sure the story's amazing. It's great, right? But this doesn't do justice to the game. People are going to log into the game, brand new players during 2.7 that can't even get to the 2.7 story, and this is the screen they're greeted with. What are they going to do? Well, what the hell's up with this game? There's nothing to do. There's no events. There's no nothing. On day 2 of the patch, they won't even get to experience the amazing 2.7 story that you guys love so much, you story lovers, because they're going to be put off by things like this. The fact that there really isn't any events going on in the launch of one of the biggest patches out there, right? Let's continue. So the events do come, but like not on patch day. Yes, I know, since 2.7. They are coming Saturday, and since we're in a day in the middle of the week, I wouldn't be mad about not that much content, since not everyone has the time to invest 8 hours per day into wuwa. The game is not designed to be played all day like a competitive game, and if people can't accept that, it's honestly just a personal issue. I just want to be.
I agree with that, but at the same time, you should have the option because that not everybody is working. Like, look at Saint Tontas. Saint Tontas is not working. Uh, you have people that stay and play the game all day long. There should be options, you know? It should be play the game your own way. Like, if you're busy, like someone like me that has real work in the real world and have. It should, there should be options for everybody. All I have to say.
I just want to be clear with y'all. Where did you get the mentality? Where did you get the idea that people want to play this game for 8 hours? Not only that, what are you going to do for 8 hours? Yeah, sure, you can go fight a hologram for 8 hours. You can go fight Tower for 8 hours. That's not real content. That's not real brand new content for a live service game, right?
Can pick mints.
So you're saying, oh, people don't have the time to invest 8 hours. Let's be honest. If yesterday you guys beat the story and you logged in today, it would take you 5 minutes to do your dailies, claim your daily login rewards, and then hop off. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure, you could extend that for however long you want. You can do 10 hours fighting the same tower floor. Sure. But we're talking about content, like actual new content that we get to do that is rewarding us with something, right? What are you talking about 8 hours? We can't even get 5 minutes of playtime right now. Let's be real.
At this point,
We're
we
not
just have to
asking
play
for
other
8
games.
hours, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. We're just asking for some content, bro. At this point, it ain't even about the combat events. We talking about any sort of events, right? Let's move on over to the next one. We have a Giga Chat next. Not even bothered by the game if there is event or something, because I have a family to feed. I'm only playing if I have a free time. I understand if people only playing games every day and doing nothing with their lives. You have a reason to complain. Y'all heard it here first. If you complain, you're doing nothing with your life, chat. If you guys complain about anything in life, you're doing nothing with your life, right? You heard it here from Zaraki, the guy with a family to feed, the guy with a wife, 3 kids, 4 jobs.
I have a family. Why are you complaining about the game? Oh,
dog, a cat, and a cow that he has to take care of, and he's so busy. He's so self-made that anybody else is just someone that's doing nothing with their life. Right now, I want to go back to the first few, right, comments and just fact check some people, because a lot of people like to come on here on the internet and
yes, bro. Thank you. I don't have to do the research myself because I know that on day 1 of patches in Wuthering Waves in particular, like how we're talking about Wuthering Waves, as a Wuthering Waves player, there has been events launch on day 1. So I don't know what the hell they're saying that there's no launch. That's stupid.
and yap their asses off and effectively not have any way to prove what they're saying. They don't fact check themselves. They just yap out of their ass. And I just want to know, why do they feel the need to suck Kuro off? Like, what do they gain from it?
Because wuwa good, Genshin bad.
Why do they get so triggered when someone like me or other creators drop a video with constructive criticism? It's not like
Because you should not have anything on the internet that paints Wuthering Waves in a bad light for people like me to attack Wuthering Waves.
our opinion is gonna end Kuro. It's not like these videos are going to.
No, it's not gonna end Kuro. Like, Kuro is not gonna fail. Genshin Impact is not gonna fail. Zone Zero is not gonna fail. Honkai Star is definitely not gonna fail. As long as the game is doing over $1 million or over 500,000, probably over $1 million. Let's say the game is not gonna fail.
Make Kuro, go bankrupt, end of service. Like, y'all gotta calm down. We have the right as paying customers to go out and express ourselves.
Yeah, and especially in the community that the devs do listen. So they will listen. Because I've heard that the 2.7 story, they did bring back old characters, which was something that a lot of people were complaining about, which is good. The problem is that I heard that they didn't implement them properly, which is bad. So they need to work on that, work on continuity with the storytelling. I haven't reached that area yet, and as I said, I am going through the story, and I'm not approaching the story with hate. I'm gonna approach it as if I'm playing a Genshin Impact game, and be honest with it 100%. if it sucks really bad, I say it sucks really bad. At the point where I'm at, I think it's doing a good job. I think it's on par with what Hoyo games do. So I am giving a lot of credit. I haven't seen any real problems so far. So the only problem that I have is that my game lagged for the first time ever, which is insane. But apart from that, it's doing okay.
Me at least is not calling out for people to attack Kuro.
But it's definitely a waifu simulator, whatever it is. It's definitely a waifu simulator. I was talking to Zani wife, then all of a sudden I'm saving Carla the wife, and I'm on a date with her currently.
Dislike bomb the video or dislike bomb, you know, their game on the app stores and such. I'm not doing none of that. All I'm saying is, listen, Kuro, what the hell is even this? You're a multi-million-dollar.
All right, guys, we're back. I had to get something to eat, but before I continue this video, I want to say, Scotty J, welcome to the Tabs community. It's good to have another member of the of the Tabs community, and we'll push the agenda to have a lot of tabs up on the PC.
People want to say, oh, well, Kuro actually did an amazing job with the story. That's where all their budget went. You're really telling me that a multi-million-dollar company that makes millions upon millions of dollars every single month could only afford to work on the story with their budget, and then they just ran out, and that's why they couldn't add more events? That's really your argument? That absolutely makes no sense, right? So as we go back to these, you know, these takes, every single patch, the first events are always some days later. That was never any different, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's never really any events day one of a patch, like, period, right? The Tower of Defense event were like a week after the patch, right? Events start after. This has always been the layout. So I just want to show you guys something. First off, we're going to look into some things, and then we'll break it down, okay? What day did Augusta release in Wuthering Waves? Augusta was releasing Wuthering Waves on August 28th, okay? So we go here. This is August 27th. So this is the day that Augusta went live.
Thank you, bro. Thank
Here
you.
we have my stream from that day. Y'all can go back and watch it if you think I'm like photoshopping this.
Thank
We
you,
have
bro.
Monk of Ash, Sanguis Plateau, Prince of Plateau, and then yeah, we have the Wind Rider Project, a little doo-doo event. But hey, if some of y'all want to count this as an event, right? Y'all want to say this is an event? I'm gonna just say the Wind Rider Project, the Sanguis Plateau, and the Prince of Plateaus are events. There's actually something to do there. Hunt of Ash, something to do. Once again, there is actual stuff to do the day one of the patch, right? There might not be the most exciting events. There might not even be the main events, right? They might not be the actual peak events of the patch, right? But they're there. When you look at that and you look at this, what are we talking about, right? But hey, listen, that might not be enough to convince you, ladies and gentlemen. What about this? What day did Yuno release in Wuthering Waves, right? Here we have my stream from when Yuno went live. Right, we have the login event, which gave us 20 pulls, which was amazing, right?
Wait. No, this is dog shit. Page closes in 1 day and 14 hours. Why was it so limited for you to collect this shit? No, this is cap. No, it surely can't be. It can't be, bro. I wasn't playing at a time, but was it this short of a time to collect this? Surely it can't be. It can't be. It surely can't be. And I'm just guessing it's because this is already claimed, so it's just gonna go away. Because somebody, please, because I wasn't playing Wuthering Waves at the time. Did this close early, regardless if you collect it or not, or is this just here because he already collected it? Because this is weird. If it's that short of a time span to collect 10 pulls and 10 weapon pulls.
Coming event, the title defense event was live already, because the title defense event actually went live, if I'm not wrong, 2 or 3 days after this went live, ladies and gentlemen. So this patch went live on the 27th, 28th, and if I'm not mistaken, tower defense was live on the 30th. Y'all could correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all can Google it, whatever you want. But that was only 2 days after the patch went live. Y'all could even say 3 days after the patch went live. And we had the tower defense. So we go back to right here, and we have Gifts of the Moon, Second Coming, Title Defense, Hunt of Ash. We had stuff to do on the second portion of the patch, right? We go back to the first portion of the patch. We had some content, right? We had some things in our event tab that we can do. But let's just say that's not enough. Let's look at another patch. Let's look at
Oh my god, you're going even further. That's what I was saying. Like, are these people actually playing with our ways? Because I don't remember a patch where it launched and there's no shit to do in it. There's always things here on the tab for every one of the major games. Like, this is the first time I've ever seen it happen.
The patches that some people claim to be a filler patch, right? And that is the Furlova patch.
2.5.
What day did Furlova release in Withering Waves? Furlova was released in Withering Waves in July 24th, 2025, right? So here we have July 23rd. This was at night right before, it turned to the 24th. So July 23rd, the day Furlova went live. Gifts of Grand, the same little login event that we have right here, the same exact thing. Deep Sea Survey, Dreaming Deep was there. All right. It might not have been the most filled patch, but let's be real, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a filler patch. It's a filler patch. It's really a filler patch.
All we have is the same little login event, and that's it.
Okay, so 2.5 is a filler patch, right? 2.7 is not a filler patch. It's not even filled. It's an empty patch. It's just a story patch. There's nothing in. Oh my god. I don't know why they did this, but this is not good. I don't know if they want to do it so that they can make the patch feel a little bit more full than it actually is. They don't want people to bang out the events quickly so they don't have anything to do. I'm thinking that's probably what it is. But make more events, bro. What the hell? This is why I say that it's going too fast. Because if they're not going too fast, they'll have the time to make more events so they can follow out this shit. Like,
absolutely nothing else going on in the patch. So we sit here and ask ourselves, what is the real biggest problem with Withering Waves right now? Sure, Kuro has been fumbling certain aspects of the game recently. Yes, some others are amazing. But the biggest problem is the community. Is the fact that there are people like this that go out of their way and post things like this. There's never been events when a new patch launch. There's never really any events day one of a patch.
That's
events
bullshit.
Start after. So you can play. There's no combat events in a story-driven game.
That's bullshit
right?
too.
Every patch was dry.
Like, that's just all bullshit. One, there's always been things to do on day one on the patches every single time. And two, Withering Waves is a combat focused game. I should not be the one as a hoyo shill telling you guys that your game is a combat focused game.
We had much worse in other patches in terms of the amount of content, right? This is the real problem that's going on with Withering Waves right now, ladies and gentlemen. I just got to be honest with y'all. And I just wanted to get that off my head, because at the end of the day, we all have a mouth. We have the freedom of speech to say things. And if you say things right, I feel that you really, really have the right to speak your mind. And I just want to say, once again, I've said this many times on streams and other videos, but I'll say it again here. When I make videos, ladies and gentlemen, and I go off calling people, right, dumb, stupid, whatever it may be, I just want to make sure you guys understand. I'm not talking to the people that rock with me. I'm not even talking about the people that don't rock with me, but are civilized, well-grounded, and logical individuals. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to the people that have self-respect and self-worth and understand that if they're spending time and money into these games they have the right to complain when they feel that they're not getting treated right, when they feel that these companies are not delivering. I'm not talking to those people. I'm not talking to these people that, even if they disagree with my opinion, will sit down to have a logical argument, well-grounded, with good examples. I'm not talking to those people. I'm talking to the people that effectively will go out attacking people like me, right? Creators that want to speak our mind. That will call us doom posters. That will call us horrible people that want to see the game die, right? People
Yeah,
that
they
want to
will.
actively attack the community because they care about other games, those people that will say we're pieces of shit for speaking our mind, those are the people I'm calling stupid dumbasses, right? People that will go out and post comments like, yo, every patch releases with no events. Yo, we've had worse patches in terms of the amount of content when there is actively, Google where you can search and see how wrong that is, right? Those are the people I'm referring to when I say stupid, dumbasses, idiots. So if you're watching this video,
That's because they don't play the game, CJ. They just don't play the game. They honestly, some of them can't even play the game. I'm not kidding you. This is why I always say that whatever is need to like lower, do something so more people can play. Because if more people can play, there will be less misinformation going around. Because the game will be better run, so people can actually experience it for themselves. But when they are constantly not playing the game and they just don't understand anything about the game.
and you're getting butthurt because you heard me call you stupid, it's because you yourself are stupid. Because if I'm watching a video and what the person is saying doesn't apply to me and he's calling a certain group of people stupid, but I'm not in that group, I don't care. He's not in.
Who tell you that they're not in that group? They are in that group. They are stupid, bro. They are stupid. Who tell you that they aren't?
Insulting me, right? And a lot of you want to, get offended when I call someone a dumbass, even a retard, because some people have retarded takes, let's be honest. And some of y'all want to get offended. Listen, this is one of those scenarios where if the shoe fits, well, it's for you. If it doesn't fit, it's not for you, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to get off that. Now I'm going to go back to 2.7 because I have so much content to do, guys, And here's the thing. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Enjoy the rest of your day. I love y'all, and I'll see you on the next one.
The only people that don't get affected by 2.7 is Saint Tontas, because like for Saint Tontas, he literally Saint Tontas literally can just farm hate on Hoyo, so he has other content outside what is given for whatever it is. But apart from that, like nobody else have it. Like nobody else is gonna have nothing to do at all. Bro. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy. It's unfortunate. It's not all of the community. Absolutely. It's just the people that don't play the game and don't understand and must stay focused. And don't understand I forgot what I was talking about. I'm just gonna end the video there. I have no idea what I was talking about a while ago. And I need to do some research